So I showed you guys the other night when I made 25 garlic butter sourdough yeast rolls. I am now going to show you guys how to make those garlic butter yeast, not the garlic butter. I'm going to show you how to make the sourdough yeast rolls. Let us begin. I'm going to start by adding 2 cups of milk to my pot, and we are going to warm this to 100 degrees. Not 100 degrees. Hold on, sorry. We're going to warm this to the 100. Yeah, I guess that's 100 degrees on this candy thermometer, because I don't have any other thermometer. I've got a candy thermometer. And then once this reaches 100, we're going to go ahead and get it in our mixer. So yeah. Okay, so to my milk, we are now adding 4 teaspoons of yeast, half a cup of sourdough starter, and a 1/4 cup honey. Now we're just going to let that sit for 10 minutes, and then we'll move on to the next step. Okay, now I'm going to add in 6 cups of flour. I am going to do it 1/3 at a time, so I will get back to you once I have it in there. Okay, and that is 6 cups. We are going to turn this on very low. I used to have a guard for this, but now I don't. And we're going to mix this till it turns into a shaggy dough. And that's 1.5 teaspoons of salt. I'm going to add 1 stick of butter. I don't have butter, but I do have this butter flavored Crisco. So I'm going to add this and 2 tablespoons of water, and that will equal 1 stick of butter. So there's the butter and the water. We're going to go ahead and lift this back up and mix it slowly. Okay, hold on. I got to get everything scraped off. Okay, 2 eggs, 1 at a time. These are my duck eggs from my ducks. You can use chicken eggs. I just like the way it turned out with duck eggs. See, right in there, little duck egg. You're going to knead it till it becomes a ball. You can do this by hand. I did it by hand the other day, but I am using my mixer today. See, it's in a nice ball. I might add a tablespoon or 2 of flour if it's too sticky and doesn't come together. So like right now, I just added about 3 tablespoons of flour, and it helped it come together. And I think that has to do with the fact that I didn't use 1 stick of butter. I used a thing of margarine with the water. So come back for part 2 to see me form them and bake them. Cover, let rise. Okay, here's part 2 of the bread dough. It has been rising. It did, in fact, triple in size. I had a big ball of the dough, in fact, fell off onto my stove. So let's pull this off. And let's get this formed into some bread balls. Okay, sorry. So I started making them a little bit bigger, and then I decided I wanted them a little bit smaller because they will rise again before I bake them. I still have a bunch left that I need to roll. But yeah, so when you roll them, you're going to want it to be about, I don't know, a portion that fits in the palm of your hand. You'll roll them and kind of pull them over themselves. And then I twist and then pinch the seams and then roll it. I'm doing this with one hand, so it's not turning out perfect. They are a little bit sticky, and that's fine. And there you go, little bread rolls. Okay, and I got 32 bread rolls out of that. I think next time I do this, I'm going to double it, and I'm going to flash freeze a bunch of them. But anyways, yeah, so 32. I'm debating if I'll flash freeze and bag these up in the freezer for another time, or if I will cook them now. I don't know. But when you do cook them, so you let them rise again. I give it about 30 minutes to rise. And then when they're done, you cook them for 25 minutes at 350. You do brush a little butter or oil on top. And then when they come out, you can brush them again. I don't know what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to go ahead and flash freeze these and then bag them up and save them for another time.